Living in the Caribbean is like living in a paradise. As your plane descends to land, you might say, "What a beautiful island Antigua is. What a beautiful island Trinidad is." The greenery, the water, the climate, the culture, all the beauty are put there to distract from the real horrors Caribbean natives have to face. What if I were to tell you that racism and corruption have both plagued the Caribbean waters that surround these tropical islands, these tourist dream getaway islands? Do you care to know? Or will I be ruining your dream Caribbean locations? This evening, we have with us two Caribbean women who have had to endure the horrors that exist in the Caribbean. These are their stories.
I stroll through these airport halls. I see the mixture of skin tones. The white, the various shades of brown, the piles of boxes of returning citizens, the foreigners who slide through customs without a second glance, while I'm held back and questioned. And for what? The color of my skin or the origins of my name? Would I ever be a tourist in this world? Would my safety as a citizen be considered amidst the comfort and insurance of a foreigner? While they speculate how dangerous I may be to them, do I get a chance to question how dangerous they may be to me, to my family, to my home? The looks of concern and judgment I receive as I utter the name Mohammed. Will I hurt you? Will I destroy your precious buildings? My dark skin and name has labeled me terrorist faster than tourist. Do I not belong to this very place, my birthright? Why must I be ridiculed while strangers are welcome to my home with open arms? Why must I observe politeness and manners at every security check while they exploit our exoticness? I want to live in a world where I can be free to buy as many items as I want and need to survive adequately. I want to live in a world where the color of my skin isn't the first thing that's noted. I want to live in a world where my name is not a bomb waiting to explode on the lips of others. I want so much more than what this small place offers me.
I'm a native, and this is my story. I've lived in Antigua for a number of years, and government after government, the corruption can't end. I mean, it's funny that our own people oppress us. The ministers, whose skin just as dark as ours too, but they have money and power, so they take advantage of us. It's also funny that they take advantage of their own people and oppress us like it's nothing. The corruption all around. The government ministers own the car dealerships, so the banks only give a loan to buy car. And when it's time to fix the country and give loans for houses and all of that, that's when a pink elephant you can see. Corruption all around. We really can't escape it. Corruption pervades every aspect of Antiguan public life. You see the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. We even question it. I would never understand, but corruption in this land since the days of the colonial forces is like the queen put corruption on a silver platter and hand it to us. And our political forces won't do better, they're just following suit like we still under the colonizers' rule. And most natives like myself, not rich enough to escape the oppression, them capitalists, and the corruption they bring. The politicians so damn bad-minded, ill-mannered and corrupt, they definitely getting the attitude straight from colonial times. They never change. I live in Antigua for too long to not notice the corruption in the land. The politicians and capitalists against the growth of the native man. The politicians and the capitalists work hand in hand. They're so corrupt, they can't even fix the library yet. Since a smaller library, so you telling me the schools still have outhouse, all that money the government have, and the schools don't have toilets? They're spending all that money on healthcare, and when they're sick, they run into the US. They don't even trust the doctors here. But as I say, before corruption would never end. Once a corrupt, always a corrupt. And that is a small place we live in.
We have heard the stories of two people who have had to deal with horrors that exist and exude from the Caribbean. These realities did not begin overnight. It is important to note that these realities are a result of colonization. They are a result of our historical past. Therefore, as Caribbean people, we need to strive so that one day, racism and corruption both aren't the realities that exist in our tropical small place.